of the Duchess from my window.
As did I.
I invisibled to the place. It made footprints, then turned into a bird and flew back.
Sounds about right.
And then I
Hello,
went to
everybody. Welcome once again to BND Live, the Dungeons and Dragons live stream where a group of high school friends attempts to play Dungeons and Dragons remotely via internet. With us, as always, we have Steven as Finric the Monk, Tim as Twizzard the Wizard, Erin as Agnes the Bard, Chris as Paelias the Cleric, and Mike as Brock the Amazing Paw. I'm Shawn, your ever faithful and humble DM, and this is BND Live.
I'm totally fine with it. It's great. I think it's even funnier that.
It's like,
but like I said, like the last session, it's like college. It's like I met these strangers, but we're all hanging out. We're day drinking. One of them's got a friend who's in the band. We're gonna go see her perform that night. It's gonna be great.
Oh my god, it's all true.
Hilarious.
We argue about who's got the check. It's great.
Oh my gosh, D&D is just like college. Yep, that sounds about right. All right, everybody. We're gonna do a really rough recap. I don't have hot water. There's a gas leak in my house. It's probably fine though. All right, Agnes goes to Wimblecats. That's what I have written down. I have Lady Tharhana is at Lady Goliath's. That's right. You guys went to their house to spread more rumors there.
having a
That's
party.
right. Yeah, something was happening there.
Villy the librarian has pink hair. I assume that's where Paelias went?
Yeah, I went there. I remember that now.
Professor Galaxar is someone who you could talk to when it's not night. Agnes visits the fountain after her performance.
That name sounds made
and leaves muddy dragon footprints using your boots. That's what it was. Wimblecat is also spreading rumors. All right, so it is Desal morning. It is Desal morning. And what's going on?
We've all had a long rest.
I think you've all had a long rest. I'm just gonna say you've all had a long rest.
I would say it's more like Desal noonish.
It could be Desal. Well, that's the other thing. Is like, where did you guys? Oh yes, we die.
I remember there was gonna be a fight night soon. When does that happen?
That's supposed to be tonight.
I think that's tonight. I think
Is
fight
that
night is
Desal?
Desal.
And
Okay,
then to
there
be
you go.
followed by some shenanigans with the wrecking.
Oh, at the docks. That's right.
It is a beautiful day. It is an 8 on the D8 weather die, my folks. It is a gem, absolute gem of a day.
It was an 8 again.
Yeah, but
Wait, was it an 8 last time?
No.
No, there's a couple of 8s now so far in our test rolls.
Oh,
Has that been
this
better?
is on a D8 though, so
Oh.
to be clear. That's right. Twizzard's hair is apparently still styled white. Oh, no, but that would have worn off, right? That would have worn off. But you rolled a 20 on that one. That was time before this, which was calendar time a long time ago.
Oh boy.
All right. Let's. Would you guys? Well, okay. Maybe actually, hold on. Before we progress the proverbial and in-game clock, where did you guys spend the night?
Oh, I had a room at the Duchess.
I know you had a room at the Duchess.
Wizard spent the night probably at the party. And who was with you? Mr. Bones only?
Mr. Bones is definitely there.
I think Brock was there, right?
Yeah,
I was there too, yeah.
Yeah.
And Finric.
And there were the two fancy ladies.
Did Finric go to the library?
Yeah, he came with me.
Okay. So you guys would have stayed where?
Well, I figured I would have gone back to the Duchess. That's
Yeah.
what I would have had in my head when I went to the library, but I can't swear that nothing happened.
All right, so did Brock Amazing Paw and Twizzard spend the night with Lady Tharhana and Lady Goliath? That's the real question.
I think we did.
The
Gentlemen,
true
would you-
dragonborn never tells.
Would you care to describe? Well, okay, fair enough. Would you care to describe anything of that night?
Mr. Bones was in there too. So
It was
That's
weird.
That's
yeah,
a, that's
Did
a key
Mr.
point.
Wizard crawl into his chest cavity?
Things got weird.
yeah.
Things got weird. All right, so it is. It's not morning. Maybe it's brunch.
Now it really is like college. No, wait.
Now it really is like college. Great, perfect. Wow.
I'm just kidding. That never happened.
No, of course. It is the Psalm
That was for
morning.
the audience.
Various times of day for various people at various places. Agnes, you awaken the Duchess, and you head downstairs. And even though it's early, when you enter the main hall of the Duchess, you hear some folks chattering. And you hear the
Ooh,
word.
I'm going to sit at a table that is very close to the chatter boxes.
All right. You order your morning meal, and you overhear from the next table over some discussion that a dragon has been seen in Wesleyville.
Oh, it's escalated to actually seeing a
Yes. Yes,
dragon. Okay.
exactly.
Oh, this is wonderful. This is better than Agnes could have imagined. Spreading
Paul-
lies.
Paelias, Paelias and Finric. You guys make your way downstairs as well? Probably around the same
Mhm.
time.
Good.
You see Agnes sitting at a table. Motion them over, presumably. All right, so the three of you are there. And from the table next door, you hear sort of like, yeah, no, I heard that Marge saw the dragon and that she ran from it. Like, I heard that there was just a footprint. No. They found scales. They've been finding scales all over town. My friend, Stacy, she hangs out, like, at the bad part of the docks. And the others, like, audibly gasp. Because there's the fancy docks near the estates, and then there's, like, the not-so-fancy docks at the Drippings, which is where most of the working gets done, which is also, of course, where the Black Bull is. Yeah, no, they fought off her. Her husband knows a guy who came in on a ship, and they fought the dragon off. So like you just like hear this nonsense, and you all give yourselves a collective pat on the back as you decide what you want to do for that day.
Oh, I think that Agnes is going to be quite happy with just walking around and listening to the hubbub. I have no specific things that must get done today. I just want to listen to
I want to bask
our
in your
baby grow into an adult.
your last couple days worth of work, or day and a half of work. Awesome.
I probably would want to visit Lady Norfolk and try to get her maybe to leave town for a while to
Okay.
keep her safe. So I'll probably go and visit her and Heather.
All right. Paelias, Finric, you guys up for that trip?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Do we know? Should I want a sending stone to Wizard?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, those guys aren't there.
Hey, Twizzard.
I look around. Can I look and see where I am first before I pick it up? Just to know. Wait, I don't have to say it out loud. I can just think it, right? Right.
You tell me where you wake up. What bed, with who, if anyone.
I know Mr. Bones is next to me.
Aw.
That's what I know.
I feel like you'd be just lying out on the middle of the
There
floor.
may be someone else nearby.
It's probably me.
Probably.
I think it's just three of us. I think there were more people there.
There was 5 of
There
them.
were two ladies somewhere. I don't know where they are.
There was two ladies, the two of you, and there was Mr. Bones. Yes.
All right. So I mentally. So I look around. I just open my eyes. I'm like, all right, hello. Hello.
Hey, are you coming down for breakfast? Are you here?
I don't actually know where I am.
Actually, give me a d20 roll.
All right. I think Brock is here with me, but I'm afraid to look up.
Yeah, Brock.
18.
What is it?
18.
You're actually feeling pretty good physically. No signs of hangover. Brock, give me a d20.
A D20, you said?
Oh yeah,
Just one?
just one.
13?
You've got a little bit of. Neither of you are too bad, but you definitely can tell that you were drinking last night. Even with the dragonborn's constitution, you're not 15 and above. You're good, but you got a little
Brain fog.
I drank a
little brain
lot.
fog. That's fair. Yeah, you did drink a lot, and you drink a lot in general, probably. So, but you can tell that last night was a pretty good time
Oh,
in
yeah.
that regard.
Last night was special. I was celebrating friendship.
That's right. Exactly.
That's what they call it.
So I tell Finric, I don't exactly know where I am. I know Mr. Bones is near me. I can see him. I'm pretty sure Brock is in this room too. I'm afraid to look. Yeah, okay, Brock's here. I heard him. And I think we need to get out of here. What are you guys up to?
Oh, we're just having some breakfast, and I think Agnes was gonna go over and visit Lady Norfolk and Heather and stuff, and I don't really have any plans.
All right.
This is college.
So I take a look.
You guys want to meet for brunch? I don't know. Kind of hungover. Maybe later.
I take a look around to see who's there.
Would you
really
like
am
to
not
tell the
sure.
story, or would you like the dice to tell the story?
Let's have the dice tell it. Brock, unless you want to tell it. I don't really know what happened.
No, Brock's sleeping as well.
All right. All right. Let me think about this one moment.
I feel like it was the mummy where
The mummy was there too?
No. The movie, the mummy,
It was weird.
where she's drinking so much and she goes to kiss Brendan Fraser and then she passes out. Like nothing actually ever happened because there was so much alcohol involved.
All right. So, so this is the story the dice tell, at least through my eyes. Twizzard, you open your eyes. You are in a large bed. You are on the left side of it. Mr. Bones is in the center. And Lady Goliath is on the right side of it.
Nice.
You're all in various states of undress.
I don't
Unclear
know.
exactly what happened, but something did. Brock, meanwhile, you awake. You're still on the first floor. And you're in front of the fireplace. And it looks like so the table is broken. You wake up from a pile of there's sort of the the bearskin rug type of thing in front of the fireplace, but there's also like some various blankets and things. You are alone, however, and there are signs of either feats of strength having been carried out, or perhaps other acts, but you vaguely remember feats of strength, which may explain the broken table, and there's some broken crockery nearby. But yeah, you're downstairs, a little groggy. Twizzard, you're upstairs. Lady Goliath is still asleep. Lady Tharhana is nowhere to be found. What would you like to do?
I would like to slip out of my bed as quietly as possible to not wake this lady up.
Are you gonna leave a note at least?
We'll see.
All right, give me a stealth check, then.
Oh, I'm so stealthy. Sweat +4. She's not hearing this. 13.
13. You succeed in your stealth. Mr. Bones, stealth check?
I think he's got a +0.
Or is he going to stay?
Oh no, he's not going to stay. He needs to come out. I don't think I can levitate him out of there. All right, here he goes. I'm going for it.
That would be amazing if he stayed.
You sneaky Bones. Mr. Bones gets a 7.
Ooh.
It's hard to move.
You are at the door. You are at the door, but Mr. Bones has to get out from the center of the bed. And in so doing, something creaks, whether it's his old bones or the bed itself. And Lady Goliath comes to consciousness, and she says, "Oh,
I knew I should have cast fog.
oh my God!" She says, "Oh, last night was interesting. You know, I'm sure we'll see you around. Toodles." And she sort of goes back to sleep. All right, you guys head downstairs. Brock, you're in the you're downstairs as well. What are you doing?
His party just wants to be like, he's just sleeping, but I think he should just wake up and head out.
All right. So yeah, Brock's just like on his way out the door, and Twizzard comes down the stairs. All right. So the three of you guys head out into
it should
the.
be noted that Brock fixed himself a glass of juice.
Noted. It's duly
Hangover
noted.
cure.
There is actually a. So you go into the kitchen, and like.
Do I need to roll?
No. You go into the kitchen.
Roll for hangover cure.
You find some juice, and you're like pouring it, and you like look over, and this dude is just like staring at you, and he looks at you, and you look at him. You finish pouring your juice, and you're like, you just take the mug with you as you leave, and he just sort of like gives you a look as you leave. All right. So the three of you go out into the bright, brilliant sun. Brock feels it a little more strongly than Twizzard.
Wait, who's that dude?
Do you want to ask him a question? You can ask him a question.
No, I'm good. I'm just curious.
Kitchen man.
he's just...
I just love the randomness of it. But...
He works for Lady Goliath, and you know this probably isn't the first time this has happened. Is all. All right, so you guys are bright daylight, dazzling your eyes. Where would you like to head?
Can we tell where we are? I have no idea where we are.
You're in the estates.
Okay.
You Twizzard have been to the Galdinger estate. You've heard talk of the Paladin estate. So you
Definitely
could
been
tell.
to Norfolk's house.
Yeah, give me a history check to see if you can get your bearings.
Oh, history. That's one of my jams.
What part of town are we in?
22.
It's called the
22.
estate.
Yeah, no. Under the harsh light of daylight, you realize that you are. You realize that you are in the estates. You're in River Lane, and you are 2 blocks away from Lady Norfolk's, and you're probably 3 or 4 blocks away from the Duchess.
Oh, perfect. All right. So I'm gonna send in Stone Finric and say, "Oh, we'll meet you at the at Lady Norfolk's house. We might actually beat you there. Don't ask how."
Okay. I look at Agnes and
Tell him to bring bagels.
we should.
Can you guys bring bagels?
Yes, I lie. And
Yes, I lied.
and then
Inside check.
He's lying. He's lying.
And then I look at Agnes and say, we should probably hurry because Twizzard and Brock are on their way to Lady Norfolk's as well, and I don't know if we want them to get there first.
No, but all right. Okay, so I go over to, I guess, whoever is at the bar, and I ask if our meal can be maybe put aside, put it on my tab for the room, and we'll be back shortly.
Yes, of course,
Half
of course.
dozen pastries to go.
Pastries. Yes, we have some pastries.
I don't know if you have anything like a bialy or the English muffin or something like that. Like more of a not so much savory, not really so much sweet, more of like a neutral, whatever they call it.
Crumpet.
Centralia muffin.
Yeah.
They call it a Wesleyville muffin here.
Yes, of course. How many Wesleyville muffins would you like?
Definitely 6.
All right. He bags up 6 Wesleyville muffins for you, and you head out. All right.
I like how Steven disappeared in shame for that.
Gone again. Wait, do you know you're doing that, Steven?
Yes.
Okay. Understood.
Long story.
Everybody's
He's
going.
yeah, no.
I did it on purpose.
All right. Yeah, you guys head out. Again, beautiful day. Give me a perception check. Twizzard. No, not Twizzard. Paelias, Finric, and Agnes.
13 for Finric.
22 for Agnes.
Well,
What about you, Paelias?
I got a 23.
All right.
We had a good night's rest.
Finric, distracted by his bag of presumably Wesleyville muffins, doesn't notice the familiar red-haired Baggins walking toward you.
Oh, good. I've been meaning to talk to Mr. Bagginsies here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey guys, how you doing? Beautiful day.
Hi, Shady.
Yep.
Right?
Yep,
Shady.
that's me. I'm
Yep.
Shady Baggins.
So, any news?
Born and raised. Oh, yeah. Oh, Paelias didn't tell you?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. No, I know exactly where Falrith is staying. He's staying at the Soaring Goose.
Soaring Goose.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
that really fancy inn, like near Parliament.
Yeah, okay. Have you seen him like enter and exit at specific times or
Yeah, no, he's usually he eats a late breakfast, and then from I talked to some of the servers there, and yeah, he usually comes in just before sundown, has a dinner. They say he's usually out all day.
Okay. All right. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to thank Shady for his services and ask him if he can keep an eye on the situation. And as I go to give him, let's say, 2 silver pieces,
Okay.
I lean in as if I'm going to give him a kiss on the cheek, whisper in his ear, come directly to me, and then I give him a kiss on the cheek.
Aw, all right. Oh, hey, thanks, Agnes. Yeah, no problem. All right, I'm on it. And he runs off. All right, you guys head over the few blocks, and you get there roughly the same time as the other folks. And so you're all reunited. That's right, because the last time, it was like 3 groups, 3 something last time. That was the name of the episode. That's right. It's all coming back to me. Who do we got here? Agnes, you ring the doorbell or knock the knockers. I don't know. That sounds wrong for some reason.
They might have like one of those pull. I thought they had a pull cord.
Yeah, that sounds right. Oh, Steven's back. Wait, Steven's back.
there's 2 of them.
Should I kick out the other one?
We got to figure out which is the real one. Now he's muted. Now he's unmuted.
Always an adventure. That's what we get for not doing this in like a long time. Nope, JK. Well, this will sort itself out, I'm sure. You're welcomed in. Lady Norfolk Lewin is very happy to see you, especially Agnes. But the others are welcomed. Twizzard, you get a little bit of side eye, but you're also welcomed by
Heather.
Heather. Yes, thank you.
Mhm.
Is that what you say when you walk in? You're like, Heather.
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 I give Heather a hug.
Oh,
Heather, a hug.
And I give Lady Norfolk a hug too.
Amazing.
Who's Heather?
Heather is her kind of companion protector.
Think of Marcy to Peppermint Patty.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Heather sort of looks at Brock, and Lady Norfolk says, "Oh, you brought a new guest. Who are you,
So-
my fine fellow?
Brock, how's it going?
Welcome, welcome. How did you get caught up with our friends here?"
I was looking for some enchanted stuffies, and
mhm.
From
the
the stuffy
prospect of
shack.
adventure
One
sounded
thing
really
led to
fun.
another.
Yes, no, the
Yeah, one thing led to another, and now Mr. Bones and I are Eskimo brothers.
Story.
I'm sorry.
If I had $1 every time I heard that one.
Hey.
I'm not sure I know that expression. Is that something from Torin?
It's from West up here.
Ah. Well, please come in. We've already had breakfast, but are you folks hungry?
Well, we have brought some
Yeah, we could definitely.
some still muffins to share, but I came on some slightly disturbing business. I don't know if you've heard, but there has been some talk going around that a dragon has been spotted in Wesleyville, and I don't think it's a safe place for you. Maybe you should consider taking a little vacation to maybe somewhere like Bellwether Glen or Windbell. Visit some maybe friends. Go visit the Galdingers in their beautiful keep
See the pyramids.
in the south.
Pyramids of
Yeah.
Windbell.
You say pyramids, plural?
Oh, pyramid.
The Pyramid of Windbell. Yeah.
Pyramid windmill. Oh, Heather did say she heard something about that shopping the other day. Heather sort of nods. Well, I mean, if this is coming from you folks, sure. Is there any way we could help?
I mean, the talk is that this dragon might actually be the Duke.
No.
And the Duke is not actually the Duke, and it's a dragon who has
Heather's
been impersonating the Duke.
The whole time.
Well, recently, I don't
Sorry,
know
not the whole time. Recently.
Not since birth.
at least since right before the engagement. I wouldn't be surprised if this engagement happened with the dragon and not with the original Duke. I mean, didn't you think that maybe the Duke was acting a little different?
I have been telling Heather that for a long time now. Heather sort of like gives her a look. Yes, no, I have. Don't look at me like that. Well, this is news indeed. No, we had heard the dragon rumors. Wow. This is beyond me. I don't even I don't know what to think. So I will. Yeah, perhaps. I mean, it's not the normal time of year that we would travel, but perhaps. So you think dastardly deeds are afoot?
I can't be certain, but it seems to be escalating quite quickly.
All right. Yes, I think perhaps the trip isn't called for, Heather. What do you think? Sounds like it'd be prudent.
Where shall we go?
Well, if you go to Windbell, there's some really lovely establishments that you can stay at, and we actually have ways of conversing with people there, so we could tell you when it's safe to return.
Well, that would be helpful. All right, I think we could probably get our things together and maybe even leave as soon as later today, Heather?
And if you want some privacy, we did purchase a cabin near the cliffside. You're more than welcome to stay there while we're up here.
It's very safe.
That's
And rustic.
But
very
slightly...
nice of you. Ah,
It's already been paid for.
No, but to stay there, slightly cost. It's like a B&B.
That they have to take care of themselves.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, a cliffside little getaway sounds very nice. All right, it's settled. We'll leave today.
Okay. Well, we have some other errands that we need to get through today. So we'll be in touch. You can either contact Elsa, who is one of the elders of the community and is very, very aware and capable of things that are going on. Or you can talk to, is her name just Skye? Yeah, Skye, right? At the Winking Owl?
I think that's the only name you know. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then there's Skye at the Winking Owl. Either of those two lovely people can help you converse with us, and we can converse with them.
That sounds wonderful. Oh, thank you so much for the forewarning, I suppose. And you folks will be okay.
Well, I feel like it is our duty to help in any way that we can. We are the Ateum, and you already know of our feats with the pyramid, which you can go and see again, because that's where she saw us the first time.
That's right.
That's right, yeah.
See it in person. Reenact it.
All right, it's settled then. Well, we wish you the best of luck.
Oh, you too.
And all right, where to next? Friends.
Should we maybe just fast forward so that we can get some combat in?
Sure.
Do it. Oh, and do we want to tell these guys about the encounter with our Baggins friends? We got some recon.
Go for it, Finric.
What's up?
What happened?
Well, we know where Falworth is staying.
Not the Duchess.
No, it's the soaring other place.
The Soaring Goose.
The
The
soaring
one
goose.
that's over by the Parliament building.
Ooh.
All
And
the
he comes and goes every day. He has a late breakfast, and then he comes back in the evening. And did I forget anything?
No, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
burn that place down.
Yeah.
Confirmation.
I was thinking we could ambush him with breakfast, but now I'm thinking maybe it's better to get him in the evening, because like if he's like casting any spells and stuff, like maybe we get him in the evening before he has a rest.
Good thinking. Yeah. He's
Interesting.
tired. Just
Makes
wants to go to
sense.
bed.
Yeah. So anyway, so we can keep that in our back pocket. We
Yeah. All right.
want to just like kill Falworth again.
Third time's a charm, right?
All right.
Just a thought.
you know what we
Just a
do?
thought. Maybe
Stone-
I should kill him because you haven't these times. Just kidding.
We have killed him.
It's complicated, Brock.
Just back
I appreciate that. Yeah.
I'm just joshing. Just
Or-
friendly joshing.
Or he goes into some kind of other location, some other plane of existence for a while to hide out.
And he takes you with him, and you fall out a window.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Okay, wait. I've got like the best idea. Seriously, best idea. Okay.
Is it the bears?
So, no, even like
Tall
okay.
Rick.
So he like comes back from like a long day of like I don't know being evil, and like goes back to his room, and he goes back to his room. It opens the door, and there's someone in his bed, and he goes and like he pulls back the covers, and it's his own head. And he puts it in there.
Oh, that is pretty good.
This is a good idea.
That's really good.
The one that lights up when you pull the thing.
Totally.
Oh my goodness,
Oh,
that
my
is a good
goodness.
idea.
Oh, well, this is so possible because we can either Misty Step or Dimensional Door into his room.
Hmm.
Oh, this is a great plan.
Now, the thing is, do we hide out in the room?
Well, if
Well-
Brock wants to learn combat, we send Brock up with the head, and he hides out in the closet. So then, when Falworth finds it, Brock gets to learn combat.
Sure.
Trial by fire.
Hmm.
Quite literal, probably.
Do it.
But do we want this to happen? Do we want the fight to happen at the Soaring Goose, or do we want to try to?
We're staying at the Duchess. What do we care?
I know. We want to be welcome back into Wesleyville. That's all.
God.
Not my hotel. No.
If we can build a
I mean,
pyramid,
the Duchess is gonna love
You're
us,
welcome
right?
back.
If we like take out their main competition.
It is arguably the only other inn at their level.
Good point, Paelias. Were you going to say make another pyramid there? Or just open the door and throw some magic beans in.
do we still have some magic beans?
Oh yes.
Yeah, but Agnes won't give them up.
Oh yeah, we gotta use those.
She thinks we'll be irresponsible with them.
We've had those for way too long.
Oh my god.
You guys remember the setup we had at Walrus last place, where we put the beans in a bucket and then we just had the water above, and you open the door and it.
Turned into an end.
That worked. It made an ent. Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Mm.
Oh my god.
He would totally fall for that twice.
You're right.
Should we,
But Walrus didn't fall for it. He
Can we-
was already ousted.
can we put a bean in his mouth, and so when he goes to
Okay.
put the head, it I don't know, it roots in his head. Does it have to be dirt? We'll put dirt in his mouth. Put the bean on the tip of his tongue.
These are all
These are all
great.
good ideas.
Jesus.
Guys, there are no bad ideas here. Just to be clear.
I mean, I do like just the idea, the maybe simpler idea of like finding out what room he's staying in, and then we like, you know, we stand outside of it in the late evening when he's gone to bed and toss a couple fireballs inside. Excuse me, and go from there. It's like that's always a way to go as well.
As long as we're okay with burning down Wesleyville.
Well, maybe we can have Paelias use some water abilities and kind of put like water around where the fireball is going to be so that it doesn't actually extend outside of Falrith's room.
A water shield.
But then could Falrith just kind of dimensional door himself out of there?
He does those things, doesn't he?
Yeah.
This wouldn't be the first time we'd burned a room with him in it.
All right. Well, let's think about this. But in the meantime, we're gonna go beat some guys up, right?
Yes.
All right. So you guys spend the day brainstorming. Maybe you go to the Budding Tree Inn, which is over by the fountain, because you know that every Desal, underneath the fountain, in the secret room, Leger, I think it's Leger, has wizard duels. And so you head over and prepare for that. And you lead Brock down through the secret passage into the basement. And prepare to get your wizard duel on.
Here go.
Oh yeah.
Now, it wasn't the Rat Kings that you have the job with, is it? I think it's just some guys that you met at the Black Bull. I think Agnes was planning on going to see the Rat Kings about helping to spread the rumors. But
No, there's somebody who came up to us and said that there's like a job at the docks they want us to do.
right, but I don't know if those were the Rat Kings that brought us that job or not.
Yeah, now I'm not sure. Somebody did mention the Rat Kings, though.
Yeah, I think it was Agnes saying that she wanted to go over and see if they could spread it in that side of the neighborhood.
It was Brock's and Slippery Sand. They gave you an offer of a deal intercepting a shipment of Tauren weaponry the morning after fight night. I don't think you ever ascertained who Brox and Slippery Sam work for.
I think Agnes was just going to go and see the Rat King separately because she knew their house from Vinny.
God, I heard Vinny's a cool guy.
You've met him.
Yep, I also heard the rumor too. So found out it's true.
You see various black and burgundy robed individuals. You see one or two traditional fighters standing a little. Actually, it's basically just this guy. He looks a little out of place. He heard there was a fight night, and like he shows up with armor and a weapon, and most of the other people are wizards. All right. You see, as the night sort of gets closer to the beginning, there are a trio of wizards who seem to be. They're not participating, but they sort of put up this anti-magic field, which contains the circle within it to protect the people watching. And there, if you to refresh our memories, there's FU, which is fight until you're unconscious, and that costs 100. If you win, you get the other wizard's money plus any side bets. Anything goes fight is 500. You get the 500 and another 500 because the house takes a bigger cut. It's 5 gold. Wait, 5 gold per person. What does that mean?
Just to enter?
Person? Oh, maybe that's the cover charge. Yeah, I think that's the cover charge. So to go to fight night, everyone pays 5 gold as the cover charge. Pays for the anti-magic fields, and you gotta cover the base costs here.
The not the FU fight, but the anything goes. Does that just mean you can die?
Anything goes.
Oh boy.
Can you dimensional door through this shield that they have?
No, you cannot.
It's an anti-magic shield.
It's
We
anti-magic.
need one of
shield.
these for when we kill Laura.
Yeah.
Well,
That's true.
I feel like that's almost Lehman's tiny hut. It's just tiny.
Well, no, it's definitely more powerful than that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we need to get ourselves an anti-dimensional door field.
Well, Agnes is not going to be fighting, but she's more than happy to put bets on the people who are fighting for them so they can bet on themselves. So I'll be the bet runner.
Nice.
All right.
So let me take 5 gold out of my...
Oh yeah, I
Yep.
guess me too.
Everybody take 5 gold out.
How does one do this?
Ooh, on inventory, there's a whole separate interface for the gold.
Oh, okay.
At the very top, there's like numbers and symbols that are silver, gold, and coppery colors. If you just mouse over that and click on it, then it'll bring up a separate window, and you can add and remove whatever amount you need.
Gold is the GP.
Yeah, so it's platinum pieces, gold pieces, electrum.
Silver and copper.
Yeah. And then it should say underneath, above that, what each one is equal to. So it's like 1 gold is $1, so a copper is a penny, silver is a dime, electrum is
I mean, you can
50
see it.
cents or 2 cents. It's a 2 pence. Or no, 1 gold is equal to 2 electrum.
Wait. Yeah.
Okay, it's like 50 cents. Yeah.
Did you figure that out? Like,
Yeah. So how do I give it?
so you in the GP column, there's a little text box there. You put 5 in there, and then you click the red remove button.
Okay.
Hopefully
Okay.
we'll have coins to remove.
Yeah.
I just gave myself some.
Good Good job.
Oh, yeah, I guess we never really discussed that, did we?
So if anything goes, can like all of us fight against one guy?
Well, no, it's always 1v1.
I thought it was anything goes.
Well,
That's advertising.
it at least starts 1v1.
The crowd involved.
Well, if you happen to be able to conjure things, then I guess it becomes more than 1v1.
Exactly.
I'm gonna put Mr. Bones' bones in my pocket. And then reanimate him.
Yeah, I almost feel like Mr. Bones wouldn't be that much of a help.
How dare you?
Yeah, you-
He's cat and fodder, that's it.
He really nice critical hit one time. And it was awesome. I was so proud of him.
Amazing. All right, who would like to fight tonight?
I can
All right.
fight tonight.
Brock's in, Finric's in.
I'll fight.
All right.
Would anybody like for me to put a bet in for them?
Why not?
Yeah, you can put a bet in for me.
Yeah, well, you got to tell me how much money you're willing to give it.
I'll do 50.
Coming out of my pocket, it's coming out of your pocket.
Yeah, I'll give you 50 gold.
I have 5 gold left as far as this goes.
And are you betting on yourselves or are you betting on each other? So Paelias.
I'll bet 50 on me, and I'll bet 100 on Finric.
Are you guys doing anything goes or the FU?
I'll go.
Remind me the FU one.
What's that?
Fight until unconscious.
Fight until
Yeah.
unconscious, yeah.
And
Like,
I'm
is
assuming
there-
to win.
Is there I thought last time we did it there was one where it was like no magic allowed, or am I making that up?
I think that
It was a different
was.
place.
I think that was
That
the
was in
place in
Bell.
Swabia.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, yeah. Okay.
There is the one other guy who's got a sword and shield. You could probably just fight him.
Meh.
Yeah,
Alright.
there's one other guy. It's true.
I guess I'll put 25 gold on myself.
Okay.
And I'll do
I mean-
25 on Paelias.
And the betting could happen after you find out your opponent. So that is acceptable.
Can you say that again?
You can
Uh,
bet after you find out who your opponent is.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Just must be before you start fighting.
All right. Who's going first? Brock?
Now watch when you all do it first.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Vinric, you want to go?
Sure.
All right, I go up and I give 25 gold pieces to whoever is taking the bets and say 25 gold on Finric the monk.
All right.
You put my bet in for him too.
And 100 to win for, well, since you're not fighting yet, you can put in that
Oh,
one.
okay. That's fine. I'll put
Only
it
when
in.
it's you can't bet on yourself.
Finric, roll a d20 for me.
5. I'm screwed. Okay.
You say 5?
5. Yeah.
Bet on him.
Wise to 25 or 100 for Finric and
All right.
25 for himself. And then 50 for Paelias on himself and 25 for Paelias. We're gonna bet.
All right.
Maybe if you want to do the anything goes.
Oh, yourself?
Seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, that seems like a really bad idea. And how much gold is it?
500?
All right. So, Finric, you go in, and your opponent is a black-robed wizard, dragonborn in nature.
All right.
Is it me?
It's like you. Although you're right, it does sound like you. It is not you though. Yeah. Let's see what we got here. We'll just go with this guy. We'll just go with this guy. All right. Yeah. Let's roll for initiative.
Ew.
14.
14. Where's my... Ooh, you're definitely going first. 4 plus 0.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
So you sort of like the leisure. Yeah, he's like, oh, which one are you doing? Fight until unconscious, or the other one?
Until unconscious is fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. This other guy seemingly has no weapons currently.
Cool.
And
Well,
neither do you actually. I don't know. Do you have a short sword? You have your short sword.
I do have my short sword. It's
Sheathed.
Sheath.
there we go. That's it.
All right. All right. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna go up to the sucker and I'm gonna hit him
Okay.
with an unarmed strike.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right
Good start.
Say again?
I said good start.
All right. So 2 attacks on that. Should I just roll twice?
Yeah.
Okay. So first one would be 17 to hit,
That hits.
and the next one will be 15 to hit.
Okay. On the first hit, you see a sort of go up, but it's still not enough. Sorry, 17. What was the second one?
15.
15 does not hit. Actually, I'm sorry.
Okay.
After
so
the
first one hits.
goes up.
So 5 damage,
Okay.
and I want to use my stunning strike to
Of course you
spend a point to make the target stunned. If it fails a con save throw of DC 15.
do. Okay. Rolling that con save. Oh, nat 20, baby.
Dang, nice. All right, we'll get
Wizards
those
on
out of
his-
the way. And then I also want to do flurry of blows.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, cool. So I'll roll twice for that. Oop. And does not hit. But 18, I believe, does.
18 does.
Great.
Even with shield.
So. Okay, so then the damage component will be 6.
Okay.
Then I get extract aspects.
Oh, interesting. This dragonborn is resistant to fire. It is a dark cloaked red dragonborn.
Okay. So no vulnerabilities that I can tell.
No.
All good. And then I want to spend another point and see if I can stun it again. Or stun it for the first time.
Okay, so roll. I'm rolling a 15 check.
Yeah.
That one is a 6 plus a 3. That's a 9. That is a fail. Oh, man. So they're stunned
Alright.
until the end of your next turn?
Yep.
Oh,
Alright.
gosh. I mean, what can they do as stunned? I don't think they can do much of anything, can they? Let me just refresh myself real quick. Stunned.
Yeah, I feel like I know.
Incapacitated, can't move, and can speak only falteringly. Alright, so no spells. And you have advantage against it. Yeah, alright, man.
Cool.
You're up again. The crowd sees the stunning strike land, and the person sort of like And they're all like, ah! Everyone's like going crazy. 'Cause they know
Nice.
what's going to happen.
All right.
Because there are a lot of monks in Wesleyville. Now, usually they don't come to this fight night, but...
All right, I'm gonna come back around with a couple more unarmed strikes. So those two are 21 to hit and 24 to hit.
Yeah, those both hit.
All right. So 10 damage, nice, and 6 damage.
All right, so
And-
you've done 27 so far. Okay. Now you're looking bloodied.
On the second of those, I want to stunning strike him again.
Jeez. Oh my god. 20 again! Ah!
Nice.
This guy's got some
And-
fighting in.
Cool. And I'm gonna do the sort of unarmed strike bonus action, not the flurry, not the two of them, just the one.
Okay.
Actually, let me not do that. Remind me, if I take the dodge action as a bonus action, which I can do for a point,
Yeah.
is dodge action decent against spells, or doesn't really matter?
If it is an attack spell, it gives you disadvantage, I want to say. It gives them disadvantage. But if he does like an area of effect or anything.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. So then I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do the regular unarmed strike.
Until the start of your next turn, any attack roll made against you has disadvantage if you can see the attacker. Oh, and you make dexterity saving throws with advantage. Okay, so if they did an area of effect where you had to make a dex save, you would have advantage on it.
I'll do the unarmed strike.
Okay.
Okay, so it's 18 to hit.
18 hits. They can't do their reaction.
Okay. So that's 7 damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to try for a stunning strike again.
All right. Ah, 9 plus 3, 12.
All right, we're coming back around, man.
I love that they sort of shake off the first one each time, but like they're never ready for the second.
Mhm.
Like, how many of these points can he have?
Yeah, you're using a lot of key points, but why not? I don't know. As
I-
long as you're not
yeah,
fighting
exactly.
Falrith tonight.
Yeah.
That'd be so mean.
14. Yeah.
You
So
exhaust
we've
all
got.
your key points.
Yeah, I know. We've got 22 to hit, and we've got 17 to hit. So
I mean, those
are gonna be
both hit. Yeah.
great. So 11 damage and 9 damage.
11 damage and 9 damage. Another 20 damage. He's taken 54. They're up, but barely.
And we're gonna do a bonus unarmed strike thing. So that is, what was that? I don't know math. 17 again to hit.
You can do 4 points. You're done.
I think you go to punch him and then just push him over with your finger.
Oh,
7.
nice.
7 points.
All right. Yep. How do you want to do this?
I want to.
Poor guy didn't even get a turn.
Yeah.
Well, they did. They cast shield as a reaction. That's what they cast.
I want to not a super forceful, not a super light, just a medium dook in the center of the forehead.
All right. Boink. And the crowd goes wild. Wah! All right.
Nice.
Paelias should have made, was it 200? You get,
I think I bet 100.
you bet 100, but what do you make on it?
I don't know.
We had this discussion the last time.
That's true.
There were odds?
He makes 100.
Well, he gets at least his 100 back, but
Mhm.
he should get some additional fraction. Otherwise, there's no point in betting.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on the odds.
So
Depends on
let's
who's
see.
favored.
So Finric, who paid 100, gets another 100 back because you get the other wizard's money. And then
Well, sorry. Yes. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Agnes gave in $25 or 25 gold pieces on the behalf of Finric.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, the side bet odds are probably dependent on what people are willing to pay based on the look of the two fighters. And so they know this guy. They didn't know Finric. He just looked like an unassuming monk. Were you? Yeah. I guess were you trying to look unassuming, or were you just?
He's a halfling.
He's a
I
halfling.
had my blue, ill-fitting belted garb on. So I guess what is that?
Yeah,
What does that do for me?
I think the odds are pretty good that you're gonna make more money. Is what the odds were. All right, so let's say I don't know, Chris, you're the betting guy. What would they give?
What's the other guy look like?
He's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. He's a level 8 wizard. He's been there multiple times. Pretty substantial guy.
Yeah, I would say like 1.5 to 2 to 1.
Meaning that.
You would make 200 on 100, so you get 300 back.
All right, there it is. I'll take it.
2 to 1.
Yep.
All right. So Agnes, you got 50 on your 25, so you get 75 back.
Nice. Well, and I kind of, well, I don't know if I should hold on to it for now so they don't see that
the illegal betting.
The illegal betting. I'm gonna hold on to it for now, and I'll sending Stone Finric that as soon as we leave, I'll give it to him.
Sounds good.
All right.
I am owed.
Put it into your account now because I'll never remember.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Okay, cool. Thank you, Agnes.
All right, Brock, you going next?
Let's do it.
Brock,
All right.
Brock.
Roll a d20 for me, Brock. We'll see who your opponent's going to be.
$50.
15.
Hungarian Horntail.
I'm reading that book with my daughter right now. We just got to that
From?
part too.
Nice.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Sorry, two quick things.
Yeah, please.
One, Brock, what I just did tells you a little bit about monks, which is just we just go and just hit the shit out of things. So take of that what you will.
Are you
And then
monk?
the other thing is if there's an entry fee for Brock, I can stick him.
Okay.
Thanks.
Got it. All right. Yes, because it would be the 100 gold. Yeah, okay. All right.
Are you fighting a monk?
What's that?
Is he fighting a monk?
No, he's not fighting a monk. So Lejour comes out and he's like, for our second battle, we're gonna go old school. And he takes out what looks like, it's not a Pokeball, but it kind of looks like
thermal
one.
detonator.
And he throws it on the ground, and Lily's not here, but an owlbear pops out. And it's like, "Argh!" and gives out this like horrible yell between a growl and a hoot. And roll for initiative.
What?
This is a cross between an owl and a bear. It's an owl bear. This is what it looks like.
Okay.
And the other group may have befriended an owl bear in the other session.
This isn't the same one, is it?
No.
Okay. I feel really bad.
This one is
No.
much angrier.
This one is much angrier.
Has this one wronged us at some point?
Probably.
Okay, then I don't feel bad punching it.
Yeah, no, you don't. You shouldn't feel bad. It's got a 10. So roll for initiative. So roll a d20. or just click the initiative button, and that will basically tell you in a larger fight, right, where there's a ton of people, you all roll for initiative, bad guys, good guys, everyone involved in the fight, and that will tell you who gets their turns. And so the turn is, in theory, 6 seconds worth of the fight, but in a two-person fight like this, it's basically who's going to go first.
Right.
So if you can get higher than a 10, you will go first.
I did. I got a 12 plus 2, so
right.
14.
All right, so what would you like to do? So you've got some options. You got a lot of options as a druid, but D&D Beyond does break it down pretty evenly.
So I'm looking at like actions.
Exactly. So you've got actions. You've got a breath weapon.
I was thinking of using that breath weapon.
You could use it. You can use it once per short rest. So you basically could use it right now, and then that would be it.
But I'm going to do that. I'm going to use my breath weapon.
All right. So the owlbear gives a roar and starts to like go toward you, and you just immediately you open your mouth. And what do you let rip with?
So what do I do?
Great question. So you
Do
are
I hit the damage button?
You are a black dragonborn.
Oh,
Is that correct?
Yes.
yes.
And so you are letting loose with
Acid.
acid. Yeah. So basically, is it a cone of acid for the acid?
It says 5 by 30-foot line.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay. So this owlbear has to make a dexterity save, I'm guessing. You should be able to look at your breath weapon description, and it should say maybe
It
something
says
like
13 dex.
13 dex. Okay, great. This does succeed, so it sort of jumps out of the way, but it still gets half damage, I'm assuming.
Oh.
Yes.
And so you are level 11?
Yes.
All right. So you're going to do some amount of damage. It's probably not the base or the second damage.
It says 4d6. You should be able to just click on it.
I did, and I rolled a 20.
Okay.
The 4d6 is a 20.
Yeah.
Okay, so
All
20.
right.
So
So
half
20 acid damage. Oh, half of it. Yeah, right. Good point. So 10 acid damage. All right. So that was your action. Now you do have a bonus action, and so if you have spells that have a casting time of BA, which stands for bonus action, you could do that. Yeah, let me bring up your
Doesn't seem like
stat
I
block.
have
Actually,
anything that could.
I can
You have
bring it.
Shillelagh and Flame Blade.
But
Yeah.
concentration, the other one is cantrip.
Yeah, so Shillelagh would basically power up your
Weapon.
bludgeoning weapon for an attack next turn if you wanted to do that. There's no downside to that, I suppose.
But would
Okay.
that be considered a bonus action? Oh, it is a bonus
It
action.
is a bonus action, yeah.
Yep, and it's a cantrip. So cantrips are basically spells that you can use as many times a day as you want, and you compare and contrast that with a level spell, which would then use up a spell slot. So yeah, you could do Shillelagh.
Sure, let's do that.
Yeah, so you've got your staff there, so you're imbuing it with some nature's power.
Mhm.
What does that look like to the crowd?
I believe it looks kind of cool. Like
I like the
some
sound of that.
shimmering green light that just kind of centers itself into my bow, my staff.
I love it. All right, having just dodged some acid. Oh yes, Finric.
All right, point of order. Do we need to make sure that Mike adds staff in his inventory?
It
Yes.
should be in there, but
Let's
You might
see.
not have it equipped.
Equip.
oh
It
no,
would be
I
Because
don't.
once
Yes.
you do that, if it's once it's equipped, then it'll show up as a potential action for the next.
You should also equip your light armor right now, which I see is not equipped either. Or your leather armor, rather. Your leather armor, which is light armor. And you have a shield as well. Yes, you should equip everything. Just equip all the things.
all the things.
No reason not to equip all the things. I also notice you have brewer supplies, a classic.
You and Mr. Twizzard can brew some
Look,
brews.
Brock might have a problem with alcohol. No,
Yeah.
Okay, so I clicked the little things next to them.
Oh yeah, you
So
do.
do I have to click add equipment, or is that?
No,
For
no, you
adding-
just need to equip
Oh,
them.
okay.
You should notice your armor class go up though.
I think, yeah, I'm at 11 now.
If you do the shield, it should go up to 13.
Now you're up to 15. There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I am. Yes.
Awesome. Okay, great.
Okay.
This is good because there's an owlbear that's attacking you. So the owlbear sort of dodges the acid, your staff, but the owlbear don't care, and it comes in and attacks you. It's going to make a beak attack, so it's going to go for your face with its base. It's a 16 to hit, which is higher than your 15. It basically has to meet or go higher. So in general, if you roll a die, if you're the one rolling a die, ties go to you. So in this case, it's one higher than your AC. Your armor class is your AC. So its beak is going to attack and hit. So it's going to do 1d10
Oh, I forgot to bet on me.
plus 5.
You technically have a bet in because you're fighting.
Because you're fighting, yeah. Which Finric has fronted. Alright, so 10 damage. So note that down on your health on the top right.
Where?
And then it's going to use its claws on you.
So I'm sorry. So
Nope.
10. I put in 10, and then I hit damage.
Yes.
Correct.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
And then it tries to go for its claws, but it's a little. I think the acid probably hit one of its paws, so it sort of moves and it's totally whiffs with its natural one. And so there you go. So after one exchange, you've both hurt each other for 10. It is your turn again. What would you like to do? Now the other thing, the other, yeah, you definitely have your shillelagh all powered up, so that could be a thing. I will also just say that as a druid, wild shape is definitely one of your arguably most fun mechanics, which allows you to shape change into a beast. So you could beast against beast if you wanted, but if that's something you're interested in, we could talk more about that.
Not right now, because I'm gonna save that for Plan B, the bear attacks.
Okay.
I'll just become bears.
Amazing.
So yeah.
All right.
Y'all thought I forgot. Y'all thought 3 months away would make me forget about Plan B with the bears.
Plan bear. All right, go ahead. It's your turn. What would you like to do? You have movement. Right now you are locked in melee combat, meaning that you are very close together. Arguably not reflected on the screen, but there. It just beat your face. What would you like to do?
I want to hit it back.
Yeah, you've got your powered up shillelagh staff.
I have an unarmed strike and I have a hand axe melee weapon. I don't have my staff.
Oh, did we not give you? Okay, I see. We should give you a staff.
I have one of my weapons. I just didn't have it equipped at the moment.
I'm not seeing it.
I think you're proficient in it, but it's not in your inventory.
Yeah,
Which is what we
feel free to manage your inventory and give yourself a staff real quick. Although interestingly enough, yeah, the shillelagh would actually
Usually
just
it's
allow
a
you
club.
Can I just use the axe, or will that kill it?
Well, what you should do is actually you should just click Where on Shillelagh, on your spells, you can just click the +6, and that will
Okay.
basically any stats from your staff
Mhm.
are worse than what your Shillelagh gives you, which is why you cast Shillelagh. And so you
Okay.
can just click the +6 for Shillelagh, and that will roll the appropriate dice.
Okay.
Effectively, what you're doing is you're making a plain wooden staff into a magical attack weapon.
Cool. I got a 16.
All right, that hits. So then you'd roll the damage, which in this case I believe is 1d8 plus 2. But you could also probably just click on that and it'll roll it for you.
Yeah, that's what I clicked. Oh yeah. Oh no, I see.
Yeah, there's two. So the
So
+6 would be.
so it's 9. It's the damage.
Okay, perfect. Yep.
7 plus. Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So that was your action. You took the attack action, and
Mhm.
you attacked with your staff. And so you could. I think this Shillelagh last. Let's see here.
Does 1 minute.
So yeah, so you're actually fine. You could do a different bonus action if you have a different bonus action spell. You could healing word if you wanted. You could heal yourself. Or you could, yeah, I don't know.
I can heal myself.
You could use one of you have 4 first level spell slots,
Right.
and so if you notice next to healing word on your spell sheet, it says 1 BA, so 1 bonus action. Most spells, in general, in the sort of the action economy, if you were, most things are actions, right? But then you have some things that you can do as a bonus action, which is nice because it gives you more things to do in combat. And in this case, you could cast Healing Word as a bonus action. It would use up one of your 4 spell slots, and it would heal you for some amount of dice.
What is thunderclap?
I see a thunder wave,
I create a burst of thunderous sound that can be heard. Oh, okay.
and that could be
Yeah.
used.
Yeah.
That could be used next turn because that would be an action. So
Okay,
basically,
I see.
instead of attacking, you would do thunder wave.
Okay. All right. So how do I cast the healing then?
Just hit that cast button.
Where is that in spells?
Correct.
Which one is it?
Healing word.
Okay. I hit cast. Oh, I hit that in 1 slot. Okay. And then I hit the thing next to it. The 1d4 plus 2.
Yeah. 6. All right, so
Okay.
you bam, you get a solid hit in with your staff. The owlbear sort of rears back, and then you mutter some incantation under your breath, and you'll get 6 hit points back. All right. All right, the owlbear, unimpressed by your attacks so far, is going to go back in for some more beak action, which is a 22 to hit, which hits, and that will be for only 6 damage, and then it'll claw your face for 26.
Wow.
For
Oh, that was to hit.
Yeah.
14 damage.
It's a claw.
So 20 damage total.
Ooh, wow.
Owlbear's gotta go.
All right. What can I do to this freaking owlbear?
What is your max hit points? So you've taken 30, you healed for 6, so you've taken 24.
Like 50 something. 58?
I'm sorry, my hit points?
Correct.
I have 45 out of 69.
No, 69.
That sounds about right. And You can. I'll just say you can wild shape multiple times. Uh,
And you get the hit points of that creature.
and you get the hit points of that creature.
So you could fight as, let's say, a bear with the bear's hit points, and once you go down to 0, you go back to a.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Interesting.
How many hit points does this thing have?
You don't know.
The owlbear? Oh, okay.
You don't know. It's taken 19. It is not bloodied yet. So bloodied is it has taken half of its hit points.
Okay.
It's sort of the window into its hit points that usually is given. And D&D Beyond is actually really nice. It has, if you go to, gosh, where is it? I think it's in extras. You can add. It's smart enough to know you're a druid, so you can go to extras, and you can add in options for what beasts you can transform into.
Okay.
If
I'm going to attempt one more
go for it.
more attack.
Love it.
I'm going to use my hand axe.
All right.
Take the cover off.
Mm.
Nice callback.
Oh my god.
So do I hit the +2 hit DC thing there?
You sure would.
All right, so I got a 17.
17 hits.
And then so I hit damage.
Correct.
Get that bear.
Damn it. 4.
Right in the hoover.
And then I have a bonus action, you say?
You do? You have another bonus? Yeah. Every turn, you get an action, a bonus action, movement. Now, in a battle like this, movement's not super useful. A, because you're in an arena. B, because since you're locked in melee combat, if you were to move away from the owlbear, it would get what's called an attack of opportunity. And it would get to make a free attack on you, basically, using its reaction. You also have reactions. Some things can be done as reactions. So, for instance, when the wizard put up shield in response to Finric attacking, that was using its reaction to cast the spell. Some spells have a casting time of 1 hour, and that's 1 reaction.
Okay. So, if I were to use Flame Blade?
You could use Flame Blade. That's a bonus action, I believe, right?
Yeah. Let's do that.
So then you also would pick what level to cast it as, and
Okay.
then the higher level you cast it as, it does more damage.
Mm-hmm.
The flip side of it being you only have a certain number of slots per level, so you just have to balance like what you want to, how powerful you want it to be versus like what spell slots you want to expend.
Gotcha. So I'm on the 2nd level. Can I use it at the 2nd level?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah, I mean, you are...
14.
We are... like, we are throwing you into the deep end. Now, this is a deep end of a controlled pool. But to give context, right? Like, you are very high level. Like, honestly, most campaigns don't go like past level 10, right? Like, and so you have a lot of options. You are also a druid, which is a character that has a lot of options for any other class. So, yeah, you've got a lot of options. So, do whatever feels right. All right, so Flame Blade at a level 2.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what color is your Flame Blade?
Oh, you're just asking me?
This is just a flavor thing. This is a Brock Amazing Paw. What color Flame Blade would you have, Brock Amazing Paw?
Honestly, purple.
All right, purple fire emits from your free hand. Actually, technically you don't have a free hand because you're using a shield and you're using your staff.
Oh.
So you could do a thing where You could do a thing where you... Normally I don't care about this sort of thing, but not many people use shields besides Paelias. So technically you'd have to like quickly stow your hand axe, I guess, which you just attacked with. So that's fine. So now you've got a flame blade instead of a hand axe. Assuming you still keep the shield. You could stow the shield, but that would lower your AC by 2.
Right.
Though to be fair, against the owlbear, the shield is not doing that much good.
Yeah.
But let's just say you swap the hand axe for your flame blade, and so you've got that ready to go next turn. All right, so the owlbear is going to come back at you. He is not the All right, so the owlbear rolled a 20.
Do I have to hit the damage first for what the owlbear did?
Well,
Or
wait,
no?
what? Oh, for the flame blade?
Yeah.
So you're evoking the blade, right? So
Yes.
you have created
right.
this,
That's right. I created
but
it.
you have not attacked with it yet.
Okay, never mind.
However, this owlbear, seeing the blade, drives it to a fury, and it gets a critical hit. So it is going to. It rolled a 20, which means that we're going to do. So 10 plus 5, so 15 plus 10. So with its beak attack alone, it's going to do 24 damage.
Right.
Now, Shawn,
Dangerous
Yes.
bear.
I know that this bubble is magic, anti-magic. Is it anti bardic inspiration?
Rules as written, or rules as I wrote them, this prevents anything from going in or going out.
All right.
But it does, however, 14 misses, so its claws miss you, but its beak does do 24 damage by itself. Alright, so you take 24 damage from the beak. It is your turn. You are at,
I'm a bear, man.
you're at 21, is that what you're at?
21, yes.
I think it's time. I would recommend wild shaping.
Yeah.
I know you just made the cool green flame blade, but there is a risk that if you attack with that this turn, you could be knocked unconscious. Now, to be fair, being knocked unconscious in this scenario is not that bad. It's a very safe scenario, so if you want to push it and you want to go with the green flame blade that you just made, totally fine. Up to you. It is not a terrible thing to fall unconscious in this scenario. Say when you're, versus fighting a black dragon or Valrith or one of the other things you could be fighting.
So wait, can I invoke spells in here even though it's not magic?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
It is the wizards who run this have created a safe haven for all the wizards watching. Inside the arena, it is very much anything goes. Or in this case, it's still unconscious. But so you have a green flame blade, or you have a purple flame blade in your hand. You could use that to attack. You could wild shape, or you could cast a different spell altogether.
I'm looking at some of my other ones here, such as Wall of Fire.
Yeah, sure. That sounds exciting.
I don't know how. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make a Wall of Fire.
Okay.
Why not? So I just
Love it.
rolled the thing next to me here.
Well, so yeah, so does the fire hurt you? Yeah, so you would need to properly cast this, you would need to back up away from the owlbear. So
Oh,
basically, you would use your movement to back away. Now, it will get an attack of opportunity. I doubt that it's going to get another critical hit.
Okay.
But it's a possibility. But that would give you then the distance to cast the wall of fire and do whatever you want with it, because I think you can make it in different shapes.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm gonna do.
Wait,
Yeah, because you
sorry,
could
hang
even
on.
you could do a
Why
ringed
does he
wall.
need to back up?
Otherwise, he'll get hit by his own wall.
Exactly.
They're within 5 feet of each other.
But surely there's not a place that he could start casting it that hits the owlbear and doesn't hit him.
Well, the problem is, so you can make the wall up to 60 feet long, 20 feet high, and 1 foot thick, or a ringed wall up to 20 feet in diameter and 1 foot thick. So, you could just make it smaller, just around the owlbear. However, it deals 5d8 fire damage to each creature that ends its turn within 10 feet of that side. So basically,
I
even
see.
if you say it's the inside of the wall that's doing the damage, he's still
see.
within 10 feet of it unless he backs up.
Got it.
Just think of it as like a giant ring of fire. If you're right next to it, you're going to get hurt, right? So,
Okay.
So can he put up the ring of fire and then use his movement?
well, I mean, you would.
It would
you
still evoke an attack of opportunity, but at least the ring of fire is there.
Well, but if he's next to the ring of fire, though, he would, right? I mean,
But he wouldn't be ending his turn within 10 feet of the ring of fire.
well, it also says when the wall appears, each creature within its area must make a dexterity saving throw. I would just back up.
All right, so I'm going to back up.
Before creating a giant wall or ring of fire, I recommend backing up.
Yeah.
The owlbear gets a 15 to hit, which is just enough to hit you. So you take 10 damage as you back up from it swipes with its claw. And then, are you doing a ring? Are you doing a ring of fire?
Yeah, I was going to do like a ring of fire.
A burning ring of fire, as it were?
Yes.
Ring of fire.
All right.
So I hit the thing here.
So you take 10 damage, and then you cast your wall of fire. What level are you casting your wall of fire?
4.
Okay. Yeah, so go ahead and roll that damage. So 5d8. And it fails its dexterity save, so it's going to take all the damage. 5d8 fire damage. And unlike that dragonborn that fought before, this guy is not resistant to it.
Wait, what?
Sorry, there should be a damage button next to it, which says 5d8 on it.
It says 78. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm on the 6th level. I was.
You could do a 6th level if you want.
Yeah.
You want to do 6th level? Go
Yeah.
for 6th level, yeah. Big ring of fire.
Okay.
Love it.
Strong ring of fire.
Strong ring of fire.
So I hit the button.
Yep. Boom.
31.
31 damage. Yeah.
That's nice.
So you're like, you're taking some beaks. You took a savage beak attack.
Mhm.
You've got your purple flame blade, but you're like, no. You jump backwards.
I make it into a middle finger, and then I conjure this thing.
Yeah. So you jump back. You sustain a claw thing, and then this giant, like the whole crowd goes wild. Ah! And this owlbear is now completely obscured by this ring of fire. You do still hear it howling in pain inside. All right, what the heck is it going to do? How big are you making this ring? Is it? Yeah.
How big is this thing?
Is it just surrounding the owlbear? Is it?
Yeah, it's just surrounding the bear, the
Okay.
owl bear.
All right. In that case,
I'm sorry, everyone, that this is taking so long.
Oh, no, it's all good.
No, yeah.
No. This is.
That's how you gotta do it. Yeah.
I'm trying to decide what this owlbear is going to do.
Plus, this is, I don't know about you guys, but this is my first encounter with what a druid does. So, I mean, I think a lot of us are learning here your skills and how they work too. So.
Me
Yeah,
too.
no, totally.
Yeah, no.
So this owlbear is just howling in pain, and you notice, Brock, out of the corner of your eye, you notice Lejour just sort of motioning you to cut it off, that it's done. It's a little bit of anticlimactic, but it's basically like
No one wants to hear this thing screaming in pain. So.
Exactly. It has got 3 life points, or 3 hit points, and so you see him motioning. You drop the thing. The owlbear sort of like on the ground, and he sucks it back into his Pokeball, where it presumably gets a long rest. And he holds up your hand in victory, and the crowd goes wild. And you are awarded 200 gold.
Well, 100 goes back to Finric, though.
But then 100 would go back to Finric.
Okay, so I'll
So,
keep
so you can now give yourself 100 gold.
Nice.
And I think we will continue this next time because it is actually after midnight now. Sorry, apologies for such a late start, folks. But yeah, so you got a little spell, a little melee, a little healing. Got an idea, got a taste for it, and we'll see what happens next time on BND Live. Thank you all for playing. Thank you all for watching, and yeah, take care.
Thanks.